If you have a Bible, I pray you do. Go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 12 through 15. We're also going to be having a number of speakers coming in August. As you know, I don't receive a salary as of yet, and so I have to raise up support. So I'm going to be going throughout the state of Texas, preaching in a number of churches. But we're going to be having some guest speakers that are going to be coming in, filling in my stead. So God bless you. I thank you for being here this morning. I want you to go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 12 through 15. You know, some of the calls I get and the excuses I get from people, it's incredible, man. And to be honest, I was a little frustrated Saturday. I thought, all right, Lord, you know, I can't make people serve you. But this message God gave me, and last night I was up late at night thinking about a number of things. I've been in ministry for 29 years now. And it must have been, probably maybe 95, 94, something like that. God woke me up and spoke to me he's only done it once in my life, but woke me up and spoke to me for 2.5 hours. And one of the things he spoke to me about, he said, son, warn my people, I'm coming. And I thought that was odd. We're in Revelation chapter 20, verse 12 and 15. And I thought that was odd. Why should I have to warn your people, Lord? But he said, warn my people that I'm coming. And so I want to do that and obey God, and I want to read in Revelation chapter 20, and then we're going to go from our main text in Matthew's Gospel, Revelation chapter 20, verse 12 and 5. You know, I preached a message on marriage a couple weeks ago, and I guess people got a little uptight about that. And I see I'm starting to thin out about that, but, praise God. If you look at Revelation 20, verse 12 through 15, oh, hallelujah. Look what it says right here. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne. And books were open. Another book was open, which is the book of life. The dead were judged according to what they had done, as recorded in the books. The sea gave up the dead that were in it, and death and Hades gave up the dead that were in it. Them and each person was judged according to what he had done. We're in Revelation chapter 20, and we're verse 14. Then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. The lake of fire is the second death. If anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown in the lake of fire. It's a very sobering assessment of the final pages of mankind. And I have told people, cried for people, prayed for people, telling people that this is not a fairy tale, but this will happen one day. Somebody say amen. Amen. When we come to church, we come to grow, to escape the impending judgment that's going to come, church. But people seem to forget about it as they did in the days of Noah. Today, as in the times of past, the voice of God is calling unto men. He is crying out to people saying, come, my child, come unto me. But like an overplayed rerun movie where everyone knows how it's going to end, yeah, that's right, they know how it's going to end, man continues rejecting this message. Man continues rejecting the voice and the plea of God. You know, my friends, listen, when your days have come to a close, and you along and I with the countless thousands who are standing in the long, long, endless lines of humanity leading to those great heavenly doors. And as you draw near to that great angelic host standing at the gates of eternity, who stands between you and eternity, one question will be asked of you, and one question only. Is your name on the list? Is your name written in the book of life? And I'll tell you one thing. People are going to be shocked. God's not going to be concerned that I had this much in my account, that I was this kind of a father, that I was this kind of a individual in the status of life. But he will ask you this question. Is your name in the book of life. This is what he's going to ask, and this is what I want to talk about on these final days. This morning, I want to explore a parable that was spoken by the Lord during what would be his last week on earth, or his last week to live. This parable has two parts to it. However, both parts seem to draw the same conclusion, and that's rejection.